Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Seno, and I represent Cape Breton University in the Indian subcontinent. Today, I'm very happy to be connecting with you through the TPNL team and the Edvive team. In these sessions, we are mainly going to cover a couple of things about Cape Breton University, and the aspects that I'll be covering would be mainly the location of the university with its offering, and also the programs and the admissions requirement, and of course the opportunity that we have at Cape Breton University to offer to all the students who are interested to come and study in CBU. We will be going through a presentation. It's not going to be a long presentation, and after the presentation is over, we will also have a time for the Q&A, where I'll be more than happy to respond to as many questions as I can today. And after that, if you still have questions, feel free to connect with TPNL team. They will be more than happy to answer to your queries. First of all, Cape Breton University, a little bit about the university, where we are from, what we have. We'll cover that part first. So Cape Breton University is a public university in Canada. As we all know, 98% of the universities in Canada are public, and we are one of them. We are primarily an undergrad university, so as we go through the programs, you will also notice that we have varieties and wide range of undergraduate programs. We do have post-baccalaureate, PG, and things like that as well. Where we are exactly in Canada, as you can see on the map out here, we are in the easternmost point of Canada, in the province called Nova Scotia. In the last couple of years, as I promote CBU in this region, I have noticed that Nova Scotia is not as popular as, let's say, British Columbia or Ontario. But as we keep promoting our universities and our institutions, we do realize that people now have a wide knowledge about Nova Scotia, and we're very glad to know that. We are in the city called Sydney, which is in Nova Scotia. And it is on an island called Cape Breton Island. So that's where the university name comes from. We are not very far away from Toronto. We are also, we are like around 2 hours away from Toronto if you're coming from Toronto. We are also a university a location where there is an airport where every international students can come in, and it is barely just 5 minutes drive from the airport to our campus. That's where we are from. Nova Scotia, as a province, has lots to offer to the international student. Point number one, it is not a location where, unlike many other provinces in Canada, we still have a lot of offering in terms of, settlement opportunities or job opportunities and things like that. And also not to forget that Nova Scotia is one of the smaller provinces in Canada. However, when it comes to universities and education, we have one of the largest or the highest number of universities. So like the University of Dalhousie and so on and so forth. So that is a little bit about Nova Scotia. Now, coming to Cape Breton Island, for people who loves to travel and for people who loves, going to islands and nature, this is a perfect place for them. It's a beautiful island. It is rated as one of the world's most beautiful island, by the Travel and Leisure and Travel magazine. Sorry. There's so many activities that you could do around in the island. It is not just an island where the university is right in the middle and you're done with that. No, we have a lot of activities where you can do in the winter, in the summers, and we receive a lot of tourists during the summer, and that creates a lot of job opportunity in the tourism industry as well. So some of the activities, you can see it on the screen right now. These are some of the activities that you can do along while you come to CBU to study. A little bit about the weather and the climate. As we all know, if you are preparing to come to Canada to study, the one thing that you must prepare yourself is also about the weather. We are from the Indian subcontinent, and our weather is we have a very tropical weather condition. However, if you go to Canada, you will be, the weather is at the colder side. So in CBU, in Nova Scotia, we have four distinct seasons: the spring, the summer, the fall, and the winter. There's a famous saying that goes in Nova Scotia. It says that if you don't like the spring, you don't have to wait for long. The summer is just on the way, So you will face, like, you will go through these 4 distinct seasons. It's not just summer and winter, like 6 months of winter. No, that is not the case. Winter lasts for approximately 3 to 3.5 months, and then the rest of it are summer and spring. So the reason why our temperature is quite regulated is because of the sea that surrounds us. So if you have seen on the map, you will also notice that we are surrounded by water in 4 corners. So that's one of the reasons why our temperature is quite moderate. Well, coming to the university, our university, as I mentioned before, is a public university, primarily an undergraduate university. We have approximately 5,500 full-time students. These are the students who are in the campus studying with us. And as of today, we have more than 50% or approximately roughly 50% of our students are international students. So it's a perfect blend of Canadian student as well as the international student. Now, when I say international student, you will have also noticed that in many of the Canadian schools, there are, like, let's say they have a lot of students from China, but they would not have many students from the African continent. That's not the case in CBU. We have students coming in from 50 different nations. So if you come to CBU to study, it is not just the Indian that you're going to be studying with, or it's not just the people from Bangladesh that you're going to be studying with. You will study with people from around the globe, and that's where the multicultural diversity comes in. We are also one of the university campus in North America that is energy self-sufficient. So as we go through the slides, you will notice that there are a lot of amazing engineering programs, and this is where we take the advantage of saying that we are an energy self-sufficient campus in North America. As a university, as mentioned on the slide as well, our university was established in 1951. That's when the institution was established. In the year 1974, it became a degree-granting university. And since then, we have been providing varieties, more than 60 programs and areas of studies from the campus in Nova Scotia. Well, many of you who are looking to come to Canada, not only necessarily Cape Breton, but planning to come to Canada, you are looking for, of course, the opportunity to work, to study, and so on and so forth. As a public university, CBU, all of the programs that we have in the campus will allow you to work while you study. You are allowed to work 20 hours during your classes, during your sessions, and 40 hours during your break. And you are allowed to work on campus, off campus, wherever you find yourself a suitable job that you want to do. So that is what the university offers. Also, the study permit. If you apply, if you're a student from the SDS nations, at the moment there are 7 nations that the High Commission has given for SDS. If you are one of those, we highly encourage each of our students from those 7 nations to apply through the SDS, because that's a quicker way of getting your study permit, a decision on your study permit. So that is one opportunity that you can take as well. People from the other nations, of course, you can apply through whichever stream, the general stream, but there would be a different requirement for that. Yeah. Coming to the offerings, what are the things that CBU has to offer? CBU offers a lot of study opportunities. We have a good number of undergraduate degrees where you can do it in a 3-year or a 4-year. We also have articulation with a lot of universities and institutions around the globe, where if you're coming from those institutions, you can get a direct entry to the year 2 or year 3, depending on the transcript and the degrees that you have done. We also provide a good number of post-diplomas, post-degree, and post-baccalaureate options. So this can be done at the once you have completed your bachelor's degree. You can also do this program if you have completed your grade 12. As a university, we provide transfer of credits. If you are a student who's interested to get a Canadian degree, but you don't wish to study for 3-4 years, you can, of course, apply for the transfer of degree. We do have a couple of master's degree, very few of it, I would say, but if you are interested, we can definitely discuss and look into those as well. So these are the major programs that we have. Jumping right into each of the programs and the requirement. The first school, this is kind of like the business school that we have. The business school in CBU is called the Shannon School of Business, and this is the building that you see on the screen at the moment. Within this school, we have the Bachelors of Business Administration. We have the Bachelors of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Now, both these programs are interesting. They have it has its own advantages. For example, if you're doing a BBA from CBU, I would say a lot of our students gets the opportunity to do internship, and that's how they land into a job right after completion of the degree. If you are planning to do the hospitality and tourism management, as I said in the beginning, Nova Scotia is a tourist destination. And because it is a tourist destination, there are a lot of opportunity in the hospitality and tourism industry. And the one unique program about CBU is that instead of 4 years, we have made this degree as a 3-year degree, because there is a compulsory paid internship along with this degree. As a student, you must and you have to work for 540 hours, and you have to complete this paid internship. So this is part of your program. Of course, the university is going to be helping you to get this internship, but we also encourage students to find the internship out of what do we call that, out of their own context and things like that. But of course, the university will be there to assist you in getting these internships. Also, within the same school, we have very, very interesting post-baccalaureate programs. Now, there are 3 major post-baccalaureate programs at the moment. It is the 2-year post-baccalaureate program in supply chain management, business management, and business analytics. I think not very long away from now, we are also going to be having the post-baccalaureate program in public health management, which is not yet up on the screen yet, but we will also be having that. So in the near future, you will get to see that program available in CBU. One of the master's program that we have within the School of Business is the MBA, and I do receive a lot of questions from people who are looking to do this the MBA program from Canada. CBU's MBA is very unique in its way. It is unique because it is one of the only universities in Canada that provides MBA with specialization in community economic development. It's a very, very specific MBA. It is an MBA for those people who are looking to work within the community, within the, let's say you're looking to, you're interested to do a work in, for example, UNDP, such kind of organization. It fits perfectly for those. One thing that I recommend each of the students who are looking for this program is to connect with us to know more about the program before you make your application, so that we can guide you and brief you more, what the program exactly is. The next school that we have is the School of Science and Technology. Within this school, we have interesting programs. If you are a grade 12 student, or if you are an engineering graduate or a science graduate, we have options for you. We have something called the Bachelors of Engineering Technology, which is one of its kind in Canada. You will see that a lot of universities provide the Bachelors of Engineering, or things like that. But the Bachelors of Engineering Technology focus a lot on the technological side of the engineering program, and not necessarily the theory part. So you will notice that a lot of options. As you can see over here, we have a 2-year diploma within this program. We have a 3-year degree. We have post-diploma and post-degree as well. The post-degree, post-diploma would be for 2 years. The 3-year is mainly for people who have completed a grade 12, and the diplomas are mainly for people who have completed an engineering degree or a science degree. So if you're interested in this program, you can surely go into our website and look more about the subjects and the specialization that we have. Right now, the specialization that we are offering to our students are the electronics and controls, petroleum, environmental studies, and chemical. So these are the 4 specializations that we have within this program. Okay, we also have in this school, we also have this Bachelors of Engineering. Now, this is your traditional engineering degree, which many universities do provide, the 4-year bachelor's degree. At CBU, we have a 2+2 transfer program, which means that students will study the first 2 years at CBU, and for the next 2 years, they will study at Dalhousie University, which is in Halifax. It is one of the, it's one of the bigger universities in Canada. So if you are a student of CBU, you will get an opportunity to transfer to Dalhousie University after you complete year 2. We also have the Bachelors of Science. You can take a major in biology, chemistry, mathematics, and psychology. So these are the 4 majors that are available at the moment. You can do, a 3-year normal program degree, or you can do an honors major degree for 4 years. The next school is the School of Arts and Social Sciences. For those of you who are interested to do the Bachelors of Arts, CBU has a varieties of areas of study in this, right from language to folklore to political science to communication. You can do these degrees either in a 3-year or a 4-year option. That's completely up to you. Along with this, we also have the Bachelors of Arts and Community Studies. Now, this is a very unique program, which I think many students sometimes fail to understand the uniqueness and the way it is being presented. It's a very interactive, what do we call, program where you just not only study the theory part of it, but you also we gather students in small interactive group where you will have a lot of experiential learning. You will have a lot of combination with the arts as well as the sciences and business. So it's a huge what we call combination of many different aspects of studies. Whatever disciplines are available in the BA, you can also do that with the BACS that we have. The next program is the Bachelors of Arts and Science in Environmental Study. This is a very, very competitive program at the moment, and CBU is one of the few universities that provides this combination of arts and sciences in environment. So if you're interested in this program, you can go to our website. You will have more information on it. Next is the School of Education and Health. So we majorly have 4 schools as we are covering. One is the business school, the science and technology, then we have the social science and arts, and the last school that we have is the School of Education and Health. Within this school, one of the most popular programs for international students is the Bachelors of Health Sciences Public Health. We receive tons of application each intake, and because of, again, the flexibility, like the Bachelors of Engineering. In the Bachelors of Health and Sciences, if you are a grade 12 student and you're interested to do public health in Canada, we can offer you the 4 years degree. But if you are a student who have already done a health-related program, say, for example, you have already completed a public health degree in your home country, or let's say you have completed nursing, or let's say you have completed, anything which is related with health, and you wish to obtain a bachelor's degree in health sciences in CBU in Canada, this is the perfect program for you. Because what we do is that you can do exactly the same program with the same qualification within 2 years without having to study for 4 years, but then you can complete this in 2 years. Now, as mentioned over here, this degree will allow you to sit for the National Public Health exam in Canada if you are interested in one of those, and that's a very high-paying job. And we have a lot of students coming over and helping, asking us, like, what will I become after this program if I don't want to do, or if I don't want to become a public health officer? Of course, there's an exam that you need to crack. So, I mean, you will be into, you'll be working as, like, as mentioned over here, epidemiologists, public health officers, policymakers, safety. And anything within the health-related industry, public health-related industry, is where your opportunity lies. And it's a very, as I said, it's a very demanding program. In 2019, we closed this program very quickly, but as of today, we are still open for January, May, and September 2021, which we'll discuss later on. Yeah, so this is another program which is very popular for those of you who are interested in health-related programs. those are some of the programs that we have. Coming to the campus, like what are the offerings that CBU has for its students? Like I said, a little, close to 50% of our students are international students, which has, which has compelled us to ensure that we have the facilities for all international students. And one of those is the academic advising center that we have. We call it the FYAC, the First Year Academic Center. This is where we train our student, or this is where we advise our student on which courses to take, what are the courses that are available for that particular semester, So we have that facility where we allow and we advise our student. The advisors will advise the student to take the courses accordingly. We also have the writing centers. We have the health centers where you will find doctors and nurses and physiotherapists on the campus. We also have the Women's Center, prayer and meditation rooms, because we have students from all over the globe. So these are some of the facilities that you will find in CBU inside the campus. One thing that I am really interested in speaking today is about the, the facilities that we have to our international students, because I recruit international students, and this is one of the points where I get a lot of questions from people where they will say, hey, Seno, what are the things that are available? Especially concerned parents and, counselors around the, the region, they will be asking me. One thing very important is that as a student, when you're in your home country, you get your study permit and you land in the campus, and then, you study, you're done with it. A good percentage of our students are wanting to stay back in Canada and they want to work. They want to avail the postgraduate work permit. And that's where our campus jumps in, and we help our students in giving the free immigration advising. We have registered Canadian immigration consultants in our office, in the campus. They will be helping and guiding the student how to apply, how to submit the application for the postgraduate work permit. I do know that there are lawyers in Canada where they can charge you, 3,000 to 7,000 Canadian dollars just to help you do that, right? So you can avail this free service, which are available in the campus, and many of our international students, take advantage of this facility. So we encourage every of our students to take advantage these facilities that we have. We also have the orientation and informative sessions. These are not just, say one day and we're done. No, it goes on for weeks, for a range of time, because we understand that students are coming from all over the world, and it is not necessary that they're going to come all together at one day, So we have days where we have these information sessions available. We also have something called the peer success coach, and this has been very successful in the campus. What is this exactly mean is that, let's say you're a bachelor student, you are probably 17, 18-year-old or 19-year-old, just left your country, you just came to Canada and you came to CBU. You are, of course, today in this generation, we have a smartphone in our hand, we have Google and everything. However, there are times when you land into Sydney, you'll be like, oh gosh, I need to fix my tooth. Where do I go? Where can I go? Those are the questions that you might have. So what exactly is peer success coach is that we appoint a mentor who will be your fellow student in the campus. And let's say, for example, you are coming in from Sri Lanka example, and we will have a Sri Lanka appointed for, let's say, 6 or 7 Sri Lankan students, so that in the first few months of your stay in CBU, you will go to that person. You will say that because that person has been in the campus for like a year or two, he knows what exactly and where exactly things can be found. So he will help you in getting your needs, those small things, like he will smoothen those things for you. So this has been very, very successful. Also, though I have mentioned that the airport is not very far away from us, it barely takes 3 to 5 minutes. It's like, the moment you land is where the campus is. So, but then we also provide the free airport pickup for all new arriving students. So if you're coming to CBU for the first time, and you have received your study permit, your ticket has been booked, everything is done. All you need to do is just go to the website and fill up the airport facilities, and then we will be there to pick you up from the airport as you arrive. Speaking about the campus, we have a very vibrant campus. As you can assume, we have around 70 clubs and societies, like where you can join the dance club, the football group. So many activities is going on in the campus. So it is not only study, like it's not only like you come to the campus, you're just doing your part-time job, then class and part-time job. No, it's not like that. It is so many other activities and societies that you can join if you're interested. And then, you know, there are many things to do. So if you are a person who is active in sports, we have lots of sports, indoor, outdoor facilities as well. If you are somebody who is interested in cultural activities or maybe, you know, any other activities, you can join those societies and club and, you know, keep yourself engaged and meet other people from other regions and things like that. So the campus itself is very vibrant. As I was speaking about sports, CMU is one university that is, again, we have very active in sports and athletics. We have, of course, these are some that I mentioned over here, and it's called the Cappers Club. You can go to you can go to our Facebook page and you will see how active we are in terms of sports and athletics. So if you are one of those who are interested to join, of course you can get yourself registered and then, you know, play within the team in the campus. The next thing is, those are a little bit about the campus and the things that we have in the campus. The next thing is, how will you reach CBU? How will you reach Cape Breton University? Of course, by applying, and this is where TPNL and, you know, Edvive will come in help. You can apply to CBU in a very simple process. We have an online application process as well as the paper-based at the moment if you're applying through your agency, that is TPNL and Edvive. It takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. For the processing time is around 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it takes longer than that as well, depending on the number of applications that we have been receiving. At the moment, we have 3 intakes in a year: the January, September, January, and the May intake. At the moment, we are open for January 2021, and the deadline for which would be October 20th. And at the same time, we are also open for May 2021 and September 2021, which are still, you know, open for a longer duration. It will be open for some time, but January 20th is the deadline. It's a very simple process. You just need to give us your scanned documents. You don't have to, you know, courier your transcript from your institution. That is not required. If you have your documents with you, fill up the application form, scan your documents, upload it on the website, or if you're applying through your agency, just give it to them. They will take care of all the processes. And the English requirement, like we also require an English proficiency score. It can be an IELTS score, it can be TOEFL. The requirements are mentioned over here. At the moment, what we're looking for is a 6.5 band with no module less than 6. So when it comes to the admissions requirement, every nations have, you know, like we require 65% Canadian. So that is our benchmark. But because you're coming from different nations, we will do the conversion accordingly, and then we will be doing the assessment. But as far as the language score is concerned, it remains consistent as mentioned over here. So I think if you want to know if you are eligible or if you can apply for it, I think the best way to do would be connect with TPNL and the Edvive team. They will be able to let you know the exact requirement based on what you have in your scorecard. The next is our accommodation. We have accommodation. We give you, for the newcomers, like people who are coming for the first time in the campus, the year 1 student, we can give you an accommodation, and its preference and opportunities are being given to them first. There are 3 different, accommodation in the campus at the moment, 3 different houses, where the cost can be between, as mentioned over here, from like around approximately $2,900, and it can go up to $3,500 per semester. And also we have option for off-campus living. So if you are new to CBU and Cape Breton, and you're looking for an off-campus living, we can help you in finding one. But of course, it has to be you and the house owner who has to make the final agreement and everything. But we can help you in giving you the links where you can find accommodation and all. Yeah. So that's pretty much from my end as far as the the presentation as far as the university is concerned. I will be happy to go through the questions if you have any, and then we will be able to take forward. If there are a lot of questions, we can look into it later as well. But if there are some questions that I can respond to, please feel free to put it in your the comments, and I can respond to them, one by one. Okay. If there are no such question, okay. So if you have any, if you have more, if you want to know more details about the university, I would say go to the website and then go through each pages. I mean, each programs that you want to look for. And if you have any more, if you want to have more information on how to apply and things like that, please get in touch with Edvive and TPNL. They will be able to help you answer those questions, or if in case you want to speak to me, just feel free to get in touch with them so that they can, we can respond to your questions. We have a question coming in here. It says, is there any scholarship programs? Yes, as a university and as a public university, we offer a wide variety of scholarship. And this is something that I really inform all of our students. We have two varieties, like two different ways of scholarship. One is called the entrance scholarship, and the other is the in-course scholarship. So the entrance scholarship is mainly for people who are, year one, like they're applying to the university for the first time. So you can apply to those entrance scholarship. It can range from, like, within the entrance scholarship, there are many varieties of scholarship, in the sense that we have the presidential scholarships, we have, there are many options, which is mentioned, everything is mentioned on the website. So you can just go through that and then apply. There is a deadline for scholarship. There are two things that you need to keep in mind if you're applying or if you're looking for scholarship. Number one is you need to be accepted in the university, meaning you must have an offer letter, a fully accepted offer letter, and you need to keep in mind the deadline of scholarship. So just keep those two things in mind, and then you can submit your scholarship application. Okay. Are there paid co-ops or internship to help pay for schools? What can we expect to learn? Okay, so good question. As a university, like when you come to Canada for study, or particularly when you come to CBU to study, every program that we offer, you can do an internship, because let's say you're starting your program in January. So January, February, March, and April is gonna be your semester. May, June, July, August is kind of like holiday. So that is a time when many people, they do their internship. They will go for internship. They will do part-time jobs and full-time jobs and things like that. So yes, we have scholarships. We have internships and opportunities. But to be specific, if you ask me, is there any particular program which has compulsory internships and co-ops opportunity? Yes, in CBU we have that. Like I mentioned, if you're doing the hospitality program, let's say you're doing the Bachelors of Hospitality and Tourism Management, it is compulsory for you to earn money. It is compulsory for you to do that 540 hours of paid internship. So that's one program that where you have to do the internship. The other programs where you have to do the internship is the post-baccalaureate programs. As I mentioned, there are 3 post-baccalaureate programs, and these are mainly for people who already have a bachelor's degree. So it's a 2-year program where you will be studying for 3 semesters in the campus. However, the last semester, you are required to do an internship or a capstone project. So that is compulsory. That is part of the program. So if you don't do that, you will not be given a degree. You will not be awarded the qualification. So you are required to do either a capstone project, or you are required to do the internship in the last semester. So these are These are some of the programs which are compulsory internship. Rest, all the other programs, you have 4 months to do your internship if you are willing to do it. Yeah. The next question is, what are the chances of getting scholarship for students coming from a national curriculum background? I don't really quite understand the question, but what I'm assuming is you are asking about the chances of getting the scholarship. The scholarship in CBU is, it can be, there are 2 ways of getting it. Number one, it can be based on your merit, like the merit-based scholarship, where you have excellent academic, performance. It is also need-based. I have also seen where we have given bursaries. These are not scholarship necessarily; these are mainly the bursaries. So there are times where, if there's an extreme need for the student, and we know that, and mainly these are the in-course scholarships. So we know that a student has performed well in his academic, in the, let's say, in the semester 1 or 2, and semester 3 he's in need of some, some additional cash to cover his expenses and all. We can look into those things, and those are being provided as bursaries. So when it comes to scholarship, we don't look into your national curriculum background, but it is more on your performance in your academic. So it can be an international student, it can be domestic student. So it all depends on your performance when it comes to scholarship. One more question is about co-curriculum lives there. Does Cape Breton College appreciate the needs of such activities? Yes, of course. As a university, we welcome people from different regions of the world, different nationalities, and co-curriculum activities is, as I mentioned, we have 70 plus societies and clubs where students can participate in those things, and it really such activities are being appreciated, because then you not only get familiarized with people from different nations, but those can also help you in building your resume as you go out of the university and start applying for jobs outside, once you complete your degree. So we highly appreciate such activities, and we encourage all the students to take part in that, because we have also seen some students who are not very active in those things, and of course, it all depends on your personality as well, but then people who have been active and who have been participating in all these activities, we have seen them develop more and better compared to the other students. Yeah, so we encourage all of our students to go through, and then take part in all these activities. Well, so those are some of the questions that we have for this evening. Thank you so much for joining in, and please get in touch with the Edvive group and the TPNL group for more information. And if you wish to connect with me and my team, please get in touch with them. They will be able to connect us together. Yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in this evening, and have a great evening.